Okay, I think that's it. So, next one,
Yep.
please.
Yeah, let's move to this case.
Okay, so it's a core needle biopsy. So we agreed that we would pay attention to those today. So tell me, what do you see?
Okay, so there's 5 fragments of tissue, and most of them show reactive lung tissue, but the center fragment, that one right there, shows something different. So what I'm seeing is some fairly atypical epithelium, lots of mitotic figures, some overt atypia, and I also see that they're forming glands. So to me, this is an adenocarcinoma.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. And what information you have about the patient?
So I know that this is a 75-year-old man, and this biopsy was done for a lung nodule.
Okay. And what's your differential here? So you're sure it's an adenocarcinoma?
Yep.
So is it a primary, a metastatic?
Yeah, good question. So both of those are actually in my differential diagnosis. There's nothing cytologically or architecturally about what we have sampled here that clearly tells me that it's one or the other. So at this point in time, I have adenocarcinoma, but it could be primary, it could be metastatic, and I would want to do immunohistochemistry to figure that out.
Okay, that's a good idea. But is there something that we could do before immunohistochemistry?
Yeah, so I actually did go and review the patient's clinical history, and they have no known history of a previous malignancy or concurrent malignancy that I could find in any of the clinical notes.
Okay, any previous biopsy?
No previous biopsies either in our system.
Okay, and what is other information that you could get to help you in that differential?
Nothing that's coming to mind. They present clinically with the same symptoms.
Have you reviewed the imaging findings?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't think that there's anything that I was missing other than the fact that there's a nodule. I think that's the most important part of
Okay.
the imaging.
There are some imaging characteristics, like for example, characteristics of lung nodules that help you in that differential. Do you remember any? Like
Yeah.
number of nodules?
So yeah, if there's one nodule, it's more likely to be primary. If there's multiple, I think it's more likely to be metastatic. Another thing I guess on the imaging that I could have looked for is the presence of a mass elsewhere.
Yeah, it's a good one. What about the contours of a lung nodule? Do you know anything about how that could help you?
No.
So there are some characteristics of lung nodules that help you. So as an example, if it's rounded, it's more likely to be a metastasis. If it is spiculated or subsolid, I don't know if you're familiar with that, then it would be more likely to be primary. So that could help you.
Okay,
and it's very important to get information because it changes your pretest probability, and it's going to help you define what is the immunohistochemistry that you're going to do.
Okay, so it sort of helps direct my management of this case if I think it's a colon primary versus a lung primary.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's good. So how should we proceed here?
So I think I need to do a little bit more work about this patient's clinical and radiologic history. So maybe I'll take the case back and then look into that and get back to you.
Okay, that's great. I agree with the plan.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, next case.
Yep, sounds good. Let's move on to this one.